Hi everyone and welcome back. In the last video, where we discussed the basics of Excel filters and how to quickly use filters with the shortcut key Ctrl-Shift-L. The disadvantage of the normal filter is that if I, for example, put a filter on here and another filter on here, that you don't exactly know what the filter is on until you click on the filter arrow. Then you can see the filter is on utility and on Asia. Now, if you want to fully control your filter criteria, you might want to use Advanced Filter, because there you actually put your filter criteria in separate cells so you know what they are. To do that, go to Data and to Advanced. Let's take a look at the options we have here. We can filter the list in place, which is basically the one we have been doing so far. Or we can copy the results to another location. You need to define the list range, which is normally smart enough to pick up the correct range. Then we can define the criteria range. That is where you are going to type in the cells. You also have the options to extract unique records, and that is something I will show you at the end of this video. Now, let's see how we can use criteria range. What you need to do is to always start with the header of criteria that you want to filter. Let's say I want to create a filter only for productivity here. What I need to do is to put the header of the column I want to sort. In this case it is the division. I can either type it in again or just copy and paste it. It is not case sensitive. Underneath it I'm going to type productivity. After that I will go to Advanced Filter. Now the list is going to be our dataset we want to sort. If Excel doesn't pick it automatically, just go and highlight it with headers included. The criteria range will be the header we copied or typed in and also what we are filtering to, so these two cells. Now that automatically filters down to productivity. What good is that you can use and or conditions, and you can also use wildcards here. Let's take a look at an AND condition first. Let's say I want to filter first the productivity and then Asia region. I'm going to copy region as a header and Asia too. When you put it next to each other, it's going to be an AND condition. Let's go back to Advanced, and we need to expand the criteria range to include region and Asia too. And you can say if it doesn't equal Asia. So put smaller and greater than sign here and press enter again and go and reapply the filter. Now we get the list of everything else than Asia. Now let's see the wildcards. We are looking for those apps having the letter E in them. We can put the star sign, letter E and then star sign again. This means the letter E can be anywhere in the name. Now let's reapply this and we get everything that has E in there. Now for the OR condition. Let's say I'm looking for apps from utility as well. For that, I need to type the second criteria, utility, under productivity here. I need to make sure that I have my other criteria set for the same, so I just copy this down. That means one criteria is productivity and having E somewhere in the name, or utility and having the same somewhere in there. Let's reapply the filter again. The range needs to be updated for this and hit OK. So we have apps containing letter E from productivity and utility as well. Remember, typing in below is an OR condition, typing beside is an AND condition. I can expand my criteria range. Let's take a look on apps having revenue bigger than 20,000. I can add revenue and greater than sign and then 20,000 and also copy this down here unless I define something different. So right now my criteria means it shouldn't show this and these two, so it should be hiding these 4 lines. Let's go back to Advanced and expand our criteria range. Okay, and they are gone. Now let's dig a bit more and say don't show me anything that is above 30,000. So for that we need to copy this here and change this to less than 30,000. Let's see which one this should hide. Okay, let's see instead which one should be shown. This, and this one should be visible. Okay, let's test this. Update our range to include all of these. Okay, and only 4 lines are visible. So this is how you can use advanced filter. You can put different conditions in different columns until it makes sense. Don't forget, if you put conditions beside each other, it is an AND condition. For OR, you need to put conditions under each other. One thing needs to be mentioned at last is how to copy unique records. For example, if I'm interested in how many apps I have in that list, so for that I will clear the filters applied. So let's go back to advanced filter. I am only interested in apps, so I will only highlight those, and there is no criteria because I don't need to define anything for unique records. And let's say I want to copy it to another location. Let's say to here, and OK, and I get my unique list of my applications. So these were the different ways that you can use advanced filter in Excel reports. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and for more of these kinds, don't forget to subscribe to my channel.